Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I just want to start off to say I have a heater on right next to me. So it's not raining, it's not windy. It's just, if you hear that constant sound, you know what it is. Let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius, for the upcoming time frame, which is early May until early June of 2021. I'm just going to be quiet for a bit until I have all the cards out. Angel of Miracles and leadership. Probably strong connection. Okay, we're going to start with the Angel of Miracles. I just want to say this is not a quick fix reading. If you're looking for a quick fix and you're looking for accuracy, that this is exactly how you're supposed to read tarot cards, I'm probably not your reader. I'm taking my time to build up the energy, and it's more towards the end that I have a full view, a full picture of what's going on. And then I'm going even deeper into that energy in the extension. If you feel like it resonated with that, you're welcome to come there. Yeah, also, I'm getting some comments every once in a while, like, that card doesn't mean that. And I'm not here to pretend that I know anything about tarot. I don't. And I'm not here to say that it means this or say that it doesn't mean this. I am being guided by my, intuition, by my guides to what to say. And I'm using the cards as a fun way to access that guidance, if that makes any sense. I just felt like saying that today for some reason. So maybe there's something there for you, Sagittarius, that do it your way. There might be a very specific way of doing something, and it's even down to the there's a book of rules or something, and I just feel like toss the book out and do it your way, Sagittarius. Angel of Miracles, this is your love story, but you can apply it to anything in your life. If you feel like it fits better for you in your career or health or money or whatever, then apply it to that. But I'm gonna talk as if it is a love story. So Angel of Miracles is coming out here. Open your heart to expect a miracle. And then we have the leadership card. It says, set your goals. You could be connected to a Leo somehow. You could have Leo in your chart. Your person could be Leo. There could be a Leo cross-watcher here. Welcome. There's something going on there with the origin as well, like the star origin. So we're going to see what all of this is about. So Angel of Miracles. Can we clarify the Angel of Miracles? Oh my God. I don't even have time to shuffle. Orange, and purple. It's interesting because we have had a lot of orange and purple throughout the readings, and I feel when something just keeps appearing in the same way, it's for the collective. And so I feel like there's a lot of spiritual growth going on, as well as there's a lot of deep, real creativity waking up, if that makes sense. So clarifying this Angel of Miracles is that there is a person coming in. So either you've changed your perspective. This is the Hangman. Number 12 there is, for me, a lot of masculine energy. And the masculine energy for me is like when we move forward, this is happening. We're about to set sail. We're about to meet. We're about to take it to the next level, whatever this is for you in terms of relationships. It's either you switched your perspective. You changed your perspective on something. And sorry, I'm just looking out the window. It's so interesting because it's still in the morning here, and but everybody has waken up. Like, there's movement, and people have been moved around, and yet there's a deer in the middle of. There's a deer walking around, and it's not supposed to walk around here. So deer for me is all about love. I just have to say, it's so fun. The name deer, like deer, you sweet deer, in English. In Swedish, is not the same as rådjur. So I love deer. So the deer probably comes with love there for you. Yeah, either you changed your perspective on something, you changed your perspective on what love really means for you, or what you want it to mean for you. Changing your idea about love. Or so we're going to go from that direction first. And you've done, there's a huge This is a sort of a Leo feel here again. We have the cat there. Queen of Gabriel for me is when you've come so far within your own growth. Like you're really mature. No matter what age, you're really mature and you really are like a super wise person. And sitting on that throne, like being very confident, knowing who you are, and having self-worth. The queen always comes out when there's a lot of maturity, when there's a lot of growth that has taken place. And it's showing that a new person is coming in. There's a new love coming in. There's a new energy coming in here. And so from one direction is, okay, you changed your perspective. You changed your perspective. You matured. And therefore this type of relationship can come in. That has to be like the foundation for it. But then we can also turn it around and say, when this person now comes in, it's going to change a lot of perspectives for you. A lot of perspectives. It can even bring a lot of growth to you, and it can change a lot of perspectives for you. The main part in what it's saying, open your heart to expect this miracle to take place. The inner child can come out and play. We have a lot of fire there. I mean, Sagittarius, you are a fire sign as well, so we could talk about a lot of fire just going on there around you. It could be an Aries influence as well. And then we're going to clarify this Leo card, this lion, leadership, set your goals. And clarify this leadership. Wow. Keep them, they want me to keep them. Okay, there's two more. I love this. So first, what comes out here? Knight, King, 8, Page. Wow, and 4 and 8. This is a committed relationship. Like you're about to step in. I'm going to do one at a time. But I just want you to see these two came out together. There's a lot of freedom there. The 4 and 8. This is talking about a commitment. Set your goals about what you want. There's a lot of fire. So I don't know. There might be a lot of passion between you guys. There's this person in your life where there's going to be a lot of passion. It can be like mental passion, like mental stimulation, physical passion. There's just a lot of passion. This is the real deal. This is the real commitment here. Whether you want to get married or just feel like whatever a real strong, solid commitment feels like to you, that's what's about to happen. For there is a heart matter for you. You're laying a new foundation for yourself when it comes to love, and you're making this commitment to this other person. And 8 of Gabriel is like complete freedom for you. If I'm not completely off here, I think actually Leo got the same card. Yeah, there's complete freedom here. It's talking about, I mean, yes, for love, because that's the love story that we have, but it's talking about the abundance when it comes to basically everything. Is this card, this endless possibility, the infinity sign there with number 8. Whatever you send out is not coming back. Like whatever, if it feels like this has been a long time coming, whatever this is for you, and now apply if you want it to be like for your career, or have something manifest, or have this opportunity show up, or whatever this is for you. If you feel like it has been a long time coming, know that it's now starting to pay back. Like it's now starting to come in and show up as a, I guess we can call it evidence, but I hope that for the most of you guys that you don't take the outside as the evidence that something is working or not, but take the inside as if it's working or not. If it feels really good and light and fluffy and bright and shiny, it's good. If it feels really off and low and hard and tough and heavy, it's off, you know? And to just follow that path. And it feels like that's what you've been doing. Taking the lead in your own life, like deciding what it is that you want. And now it's going to yield this much freedom, unconditional love, and so much freedom in your life. And freedom within the relationship. I feel like that's so important for you, Sagittarius. The freedom within the relationship, the unconditional love, to not feel like you're tied down or not feel like you're bound. That's very much a Leo as well. So you might want to check out the Leo reading. or that there's just a strong Leo influence here. We already have 5 cards on the table. That is orange. That is, and Gabriel. So the orange is your sacral chakra, which is all about creativity and sexuality. And Gabriel is all about your inner child or your children. Like that your inner child, it's very safe for your inner child to come out and play, to trust, to have faith. And it's also like if we're including children somehow, some way here in these relationships, know that Gabriel has your children's back or your child's back. Okay? And then we have a little array of cards here, like almost like a little rainbow. We're turning the page here. This is a new emotional situation for you, and we already figured that out. There's like this new commitment coming from really opening your heart, really having this inner child to come out and play, be curious and excited about this next adventure that you've planned for. I feel like you're very much in a leadership position here, Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is already. You are a leader, you are a teacher at the very core of you. But this is talking about a new emotional experience for you. Like whatever you have experienced in the past has probably, like, we have this dream, this castle in the sand. Like for me, it's just talking about, okay, we dream about these things, but it's a sand castle. So it's not something that is, there's no longevity. There's no core foundation there. It's like built on sand. So like one wave or one big emotional reaction and it just falls flat, like it doesn't last. Or like, for instance, you're sitting on this carpet, this magical carpet, you're sitting on it, but it's not a magical carpet ride just yet. You're dreaming about the ride, you're dreaming about the solidness and the real commitment. And I feel like this is now starting to take place. So it's a new emotional experience for you. And it's Raphael's, it's all about the healing and you becoming whole. We're turning the page now in relationships and what that has meant for you in the past and what that now is meaning. And this is you coming out of this is you becoming free. This is you opening the gates to freedom. You're not bound anymore. You're not, like, if we look really closely, there's shackles on the ground there and the rope, but those shackles are not holding you anymore, and that rope is just very loose there. It's almost like you have a choice to feel like you're bound. You have a choice. Like, that's, talk about free will. Your free will is talking about you have a choice to be bound. If you want to feel bound, you can, and it's almost like you're deciding whether to feel bound or not. But because sometimes, you know, when you were like back in school, and I don't know if this is a good analogy or not, but two things that comes to mind. Like if you're in school and you were supposed to have this have this class, and then they let you know that the teacher is sick or is not there for some reason, and you're just having this 1 hour off. And it's like, oh my God, what do you do with this 1 hour? Like you feel perplexed because you don't know what to do, because you plan for this thing and then all of a sudden you're given free choice. It's the same thing as, at least I was like this, like, okay, and we had class, and when you finished early to do some project, the rest of the time was like, okay, you're free to do whatever you want for the last 20 minutes. I think I spent probably 15 of those minutes just deciding what it was that I wanted to do because it was such an open, like, okay, you're completely free to choose whatever it is that you want. It's so much easier when somebody gives you two choices. Do you want this or do you want this? But it's like when there's an open smorgasbord, when there's an open-ended choice for you, complete freedom, it's like, what do I choose? What do I do with that? If there's like a complete, you know, there's something about it that sometimes you just need to check in with yourself, Sagittarius, that there's something about being so free that you're sometimes getting paralyzed, or having the understanding that you can choose literally whatever you want. You can create literally whatever you want. And because you can, and because you have this notion, because you have this awareness, I mean, not everybody does. And because you have this awareness, it sometimes perplexes you. It sometimes paralyzes you, and you can't even move forward. You actually put a restraint on yourself. If that makes any sense. Michael there is with you, showing you the way out, like backing you up and saying you can't go wrong, Sagittarius. Just move forward, feel free, and choose whatever feels good to you. We're here to back you up. There's a second number 8 coming out. Infinite possibilities, endless possibilities. Good karma returns. So as in heaven, so on earth. Like you're bringing in what it is that you want to see manifest right now. And then we have. So we already have the king and the queen on the table, which is talking about a power couple situation. The king and the queen is on the table. So a power couple situation, for me, it's said in different words. It's just two people that have stepped into their true power are coming together. Two people who are aware of themselves, being very unconditional because they've learned that it's not the outside thing that is making them happier or making them feel satisfied, is whatever alignment they have going on the inside that makes any sense. And because they figure that out, then they're just each other's biggest fans, basically. They're each other's biggest fans. But again, it's just showing how far you come. How really, really far you come. And they want to show me that also this is like, okay, you change your perspective, and we have the queen, like real maturity, real growth there, coming into this night, this new energy, this new love coming in. And here we're turning the page, you're setting yourself free. You've done the growth, you've done the, like you're in this leadership position, you're in this action-oriented, having a plan, coming into this new energy. It's almost like it doesn't really matter what cards we pick or like from what direction we come in here. It's basically saying the same thing. You changed your direction, you changed your perspective, you've done the work, like you've grown so much, Sagittarius, and that makes everything to flip. Like it's just in a good way. It doesn't freak out, it doesn't flip, but it's like the pendulum, or like the I don't know what to call it, like it turns over to the good side, and now from a very confident, very self-worthy place, you're attracting new energy, you're attracting a new love. This is committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that makes your heart flutter. So that's the page of Raphael. A new emotional situation, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet. I mean, there's a new person coming in, for sure. There's a lot of orange on the table, a lot of orange. Okay, what else do we have for beautiful? Okay, I'm going to take what? Okay. What did I call you? Did I say Sagittarius? What else do we have for Sagittarius, please? What else do we have for Sagittarius, please? A lot, apparently. Heart chakra, simply love, number 6, and wow, blossom. This is so cool. This is so beautiful. So we're starting with the heart. I mean, yes, we have a lot of green there as well. Healing in your heart, like you're stepping into your heart. This is the real deal for you. Whatever you're doing right now, you're connected in with the heart chakra. You're doing a lot of work with your heart. Number 4, like numerology wise, we're backing the same thing up. It's a heart matter for you. You are laying a new foundation for yourself when it comes to love. I see this grand healing taking place. You become really, really whole. And when somebody is becoming really, really whole, it usually means that there's not too much, I don't know, for lack of a better word to describe it, but there's not too much karma left to deal with. There's not too much conflict or drama surrounding you, because when you've done the work, like when you're elevating yourself, when you're ascending, when you're coming into a really good feeling place, a good vibrational place, and you basically have worked through all the hardship in your body and in your energy body, it's like you're good to go. It's like teacher's gone, class is open, choose whatever it is that you want to do. And coming from a very authentic, very whole and beautiful place, that's just really, really beautiful. And then I see this simply love that is coming out together with this. Like the heart chakra is sitting right behind it. And that's why it's also, I want to put the numerology together. So there's a completion here. 6 + 4 is 10. So there's a completion. There's a completion here about like, you know how some people are, so you might have gotten your biggest growth out of challenges in finances, or you might have gotten your biggest growth through challenges with your health. You might have gotten your biggest growth through challenges with relationships, and that's what I want to talk about here. Or you're like me and you just cover them all. It's just depending on how much you want to know yourself. How deeply do you want to know yourself, and how deeply do you want to know your full potential? How big of a master do you want to become in this lifetime? And if that is like big and yes to all of those questions, you basically usually have touched all those subjects and probably have swam around a little bit on the bottom in it, only to figure out the top of it, if that makes sense. There's something about here being completed when it comes to relationships. Like if you've had a long relationship in your life, like or depending on your age, obviously, but if you've had in your mind what you would consider to be like a long-term relationship or a couple of long-term relationships, or whether this has been like 5 or 10 short ones, but as important, you know, you can feel as committed for 2 months with a person that you're committed with somebody else for 2 years. It's like, it depends on how deep and how honest and how open and raw it is from the very beginning. My point is that it feels like whatever you took away from that, whatever you're learned about yourself, whatever, like from the kindest person to the most horrible person, what you learned about yourself is now done. Like there's no need for any more catalyst people to enter your life to they're not just showing up to just show up to be a pain in the ass. They're showing up because you have an active vibration that is calling them in, right? We can all agree on that. And so this is just saying you cleaned up your vibration, you've ascended, you moved on up, you're almost in freedom, like complete freedom, which is quite rare, Sagittarius, but it's Sagittarius that I'm talking to, and it's always something special with you every single time. And it's telling you that whatever you're attracting right now, whether it's a relationship that we're talking about here, or it's in a career situation, or it's in like opportunity starting to show up, or health or money, whatever, it's just really phenomenal what you're going to start to attract, because you're in the love vibration. You're in your heart. Most people are in their head, but you're in your heart. You really are, and you're connected with your inner being. Number 6 there talks about the connection with your inner being, with your higher power, with the universe, however you want to, whatever word you want to use there. And then I'm so drawn to talk about this, like, okay, simply love. Yeah, it's simple when you're in love, meaning, yes, when you're in love, but like when you're in your heart, when you're in the love vibration, you're in harmony with yourself and your inner being. that it's so easy to love. It's so easy to love even the meanest person. It's so easy to love even the hardest and toughest situation. It's so easy to love and respect yourself and honor yourself when you're in love. Simply love is what it's talking about. But then there's some, I see you as the boy. There's something, the torch is being passed down, like the father is passing down the torch to the son. We can get really religious here if we want to, like the father to the son. But obviously, it's for women as well. It's the mother to the daughter. But for some reason, we talk about it as the father to the son. I'm not religious one bit, not one single bit. I am spiritual. I'm having a spiritual basis here, but I'm feeling the father to the son, like how it's explained. God passes on information to Jesus. The universe passes on information to the extension of that which is God, to the extension of that which is the universe, which is you. So you can see this father figure as somebody that is like the universe passing on information to you. And we see how this book is starting to glow, like it's really high information in this book. And it's around love, like you it's not just that you're going to feel love and you're going to attract beautiful relationships and attract beautiful opportunities and so forth. It feels like it's even for you to pay forward. So you get it from the universe or your father figure or a mother figure or whatever, and you pass it down. Then it's a ripple effect, and it's like it doesn't stop here. It's almost like, I wouldn't say it as, okay, so you figured out how to be unconditional. You figured out how to be unconditional, and now you live to talk about it. Maybe to the point very like 3D, you actually having lectures about it, you're having workshops about it, how to drop down in your heart and how to attract the most beautiful relationship is your next workshop or something like that. I just see like, okay, now it's your turn, Sagittarius. Now it's your turn to take over the torch. And look at this. And it's so interesting because everything that I choose to watch on Netflix or whatever, has such connections to these readings and to my own life. It's so interesting. It's not just random series. And I read into everything. So I just started watching this Shadow, I don't even know the name of it, Shadow and something. And it's a girl there who is this, if she's a light bearer or if she's the sun bearer or something like that, the sun. And I mean, and then I get this card and it's like, I see this as you starting to create your own, you're coming from the heart. You really are almost karmically free. What do you want to do for the next hour? You complete free will. There's no teacher here. Go. Choose whatever it is you want. You're in your heart. You've chosen your heart. You've chosen healing and you become whole. Is this passing on of information of like how to truly be one with the universe, one with God, if you will. And there's like information, glowy information from that book. And it's like you're taking it on and you do not stop there. Do you see that? Blossom. This is like when you take on something and you make it your own. It's almost like we started off saying, okay, so maybe throw out the book of rules. You've been given this book of rules on how to do this, but it's like, yeah, book schmuck, I don't care. I'm going to take this further. I'm going to take this where nobody else has ever taken this before. And you're doing a really good job. Have you noticed? This is like bringing out the sun within you or passing it through or something. I hope this makes sense to at least one person. And we have blossom, but also number 20 there, which for me speaks about the upgrade, like your 2.0 version of yourself. This is ascension at its best. Wow. I'm going to continue this reading in the extension. If you feel like you resonated with something here, then you're so welcome to come to the extended reading. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys.